Welcome back from the break. We're speaking to Umran Beba, the president of the Asia Pacific region of Pepsico, and we're talking about PepsiCo's operations in Pakistan. Umran, before the break you had mentioned sports drinks. Now that is an area where I think, given the way, as you just mentioned, we have a huge chunk of the younger population here. How do you think we can create a market for sports drinks? You have launched the Sting, and I think it is at a very affordable price as well. And Gatorade is a success story for PepsiCo internationally. Do you see that Gatorade being introduced into the Pakistani market? Do you think we can develop this the sports drink market here in Pakistan?
Actually, we have so many products in all of the markets, of course. After the CSD, I mean the journey we have with our Pepsi, Mountain Dew and 7-Up brands, we are in the era of, I said, Aquafina, Slice and energy drink Sting. But yes, I mean sport is a big area, of course. We have a great brand called Gatorade around the world, and I think we are analyzing at this stage what's the best time and the best proposition, because it should be affordable.
That's right.
For the consumers, and whenever we launch a product for that market, it should be affordable for the consumer. Right. So we are looking at different formats, testing, and of course it is in our plans to enter into new categories. And I mean that's the greatest sports drink that's definitely should come. I hope to this market at some point. Yeah.
I hope so too. Umran, PepsiCo talks about performance with purpose. Can you shed some light on that, and how is that being applied in Pakistan?
Performance with purpose is really a great vision we have. When our CEO Indra Nui became the CEO actually in 2006, this was the first thing that came out of, I think, the strategic discussions, the focus. Performance is always, of course, the expected result for companies, and that's what we have been doing and we will be doing. Right. But as you are doing it, there are a couple of factors in our purpose agenda. Human sustainability, environmental sustainability, and talent sustainability are becoming very, very important. As we are trying to have sustainable growth, we want to invest also in the future of communities and consumers, in the healthier future. So that puts a lot of, I think, responsibility on the corporations. And as PepsiCo, our focus in the human sustainability area is to upgrade the portfolio in such a way that we can really offer a healthier portfolio to the consumers. So we are looking at, for example, as I said, we launched Aquafina. We started distributing Quaker Oats, which is again a great product for the consumers. It is decreasing the cholesterol levels. And also, for example, decreasing the salt levels in our products. These are the big initiatives. But also in terms of communities, as I said, being responsible, and when there is a disaster, being there for the consumer, supporting the relief efforts, or launching a program called Helping Hands, where our employees can be involved in the community activities. Our focus in general will be education and water. Water is a big, very important resource that we have to take care of. And in the environmental sustainability agenda, actually, we had already 20% decrease in the water consumption year after year, and also in the energy consumption. And the other two important initiatives we did actually in Pakistan is the lightweighting of our bottles. So we saved like 80 million bottles after this initiative, 2,000 tons of plastic. And if you put the 80 million bottles around the world, it will be, bigger than the perimeter of the world. So I mean, these initiatives look small when you say, but when you put the numbers, it's really very important for the future of the world, our consumers and the children. And also the zero waste to landfill. Our Sundar plants, snacks plants, actually, their objective is to send no waste to landfill. And they start an initiative, and today most of the edible waste actually goes to the feeding of animals. That's
and
right. that's really helping zero waste to landfill project. Right. And I mean, when you put it all together in the environment area, the focus is always energy, water, packaging. That's right. So how you decrease all this impact. And the talent sustainability is again another area. having the local workforce, having a diverse workforce. Today our businesses do focus on having females in the organization. We have actually 28% female ratio in our head office. So it's a very, I think, very healthy number, but can you improve further? Because as we said, 80% of consumers, 50% of talent pool. So we have great councils, diversity and inclusion councils. And also development of the employees, there's a continuous focus.
Umran, you've touched upon so many areas and I've got so many more questions to ask you now. You touched upon healthy eating and then you talked about the zero landfill strategy when it comes to the Sundar plant. If we go further into the healthy eating, can you tell us as to what is PepsiCo doing about healthy products in the Pakistani market?
Actually, we have a great portfolio around the world. And when you look at our portfolio, you have the refreshment products, you have the fun snacking products, but we have also products in our range like Tropicana, fruit juices, Quaker oats, that's helping the cholesterol decrease, and also products like Aquafina. I mean, you definitely need water to take you through the day, and everybody is, recommending 8 glasses of water. So this is the range, but going further, more and more initiatives will take place. As I said, in our portfolio in Pakistan, we already launched Aquafina, we are distributing Quaker, and we just launched juice drinks, and more to come, definitely, to improve our portfolio. But also, in terms of like salt, we are decreasing salt levels and also trying to find new technologies actually to replace with different ingredients that will replicate the taste of salt in our products. Right. So this is the portfolio focus we are having, and of course it takes time to bring it to all the markets, and I am happy that we are seeing a lot of progress in our Pakistan market.
That's right. Well, from health, Umran, we come to quality, and Pepsi is known for its quality internationally as well as locally. So can you shed some light as to how do you gauge your quality in Pakistan in comparison to your products internationally, or in comparison to international standards?
Yeah, we have global tools actually to follow up the quality during the production, after production, in store, on the shelf. So we have continuous mechanisms of taking samples and testing it against our internal standards, but also competition. So this is like an ongoing process for every market. And even if we have partners, they will always have the best practice tools and they will be part of the assessment.
Right.
And I should say that definitely we are proud of the quality, and we are improving every day, I should say, the standards in line with the expectations of our consumers.
Internationally as well as locally. And if you talk about localization, what would you say? How much, in fact, if I give you an example, if you look at Lay's, how much of used as raw materials within the product is actually bought out from the Pakistani market, and what component of Lay's is actually imported? How would you quantify this? Would you say 80% is local, 20% or more than that?
I think our target should be 100% as much as possible.
Right. But what is the situation right now?
Yes, when you talk about the community focus, this is part of the actually community support.
That's right.
Having local employees, local supply chain, and I think today when you look at the potatoes, for example, we have 2,200 farmers in Pakistan, and all of our potatoes are from Pakistan. So that's very important, and they are doing their farming on 6,500 acres of land. Right. And we are helping them to develop their standards. And again, if you look at beverages, sugar, I mean, most of the important ingredients, I should say today 90% of our ingredients will be locally supplied. There are a few items we are working on, and our whole system is really focusing on the local supply chain. But especially agronomy is a big area. We feel very good, very proud, because working with the farmers, you are helping the community, but also developing their capability. And even we started exporting to outside some of the potatoes produced in Pakistan, because when we have needs in other markets, like recently Vietnam, we had to send some potatoes they needed, which is great. And also when you work with local suppliers, their standards are improving and they start becoming exporters to other countries, not only for our business but for other businesses. So working with local suppliers, I think, has two dimensions. One, of course, supporting the local economy, but also improving the standards of the local suppliers, bringing to your needs, and then they become also global suppliers.
That's right.
I think this is a great commitment for the community.
It is definitely. Well, Umran, now we pretty much come to the end of our program. Lastly, what message would you like to give to the people who are watching you right now, who are listening to you, your consumers, your market? What would you like to say to Pakistan right now?
Pakistan is the 6th populous country in the world, and interestingly, it's the 6th largest market we have in the world as PepsiCo. So that shows the importance, as well as also the young population in Pakistan is giving us a lot of excitement for our future investments. And looking at what we have achieved with our partners and with our employees here, I believe that the future is very bright.
That's right.
And also looking at the geopolitical position of Pakistan, being in the center of many interesting geographies, the Central Asia, the Middle East, and also the Far East. There are many things that can affect positively, I think, this market. And that gives us courage for the future. And I would like to thank all of our consumers in this market for making PepsiCo a great business and a great also employment opportunity.
Umran, thank you so much for speaking to CNBC Pakistan. That was Umran Beba, the president of PepsiCo for the Asia Pacific region. We spoke about PepsiCo's past, their present, their future strategies, and the potential they see in the Pakistani market. That's all from Adeel, Shahid, and CNBC Special. Keep watching CNBC Pakistan.